5 playful puppies are chasing each other when beams of strange light suddenly break through the air, freezing them in their tracks. Drawn by curiosity, they move closer, unaware that something extraordinary is about to happen. From the light, 5 glowing rings of different colors slowly rise into the air, pulsing with mysterious energy. Before the puppies can react, the rings shoot forward and snap tightly around their necks. The dogs have no idea that these glowing collars are not just ornaments. By wearing them, their lives and destinies are about to change forever. This moment comes from the family adventure film Super Buddies. Welcome back to Miss Roth Recaps. Let's continue the story, spoilers ahead. Stay safe and enjoy. The very next day, a dog named Little Blue was trying to open the refrigerator door. With just a gentle touch of his mouth, the refrigerator and its door instantly split in two. The power of the blue glowing ring was revealed to be super strength. This mysterious phenomenon also manifested in the other dogs. Little Yellow, as usual, was chasing his owner's hand to grab a sausage. When he opened his eyes after taking a bite, he was shocked to find himself floating in mid-air for a few moments. It was undeniable. The power of the yellow glowing ring was telekinesis. Next was Little White. Soon after his owner turned away, Little White instinctively extended his body to retrieve a ball stuck in a blue bucket. The power of the white glowing ring was elasticity or stretching. Then it was Little Green's turn. To avoid his owner trying to give him a bath, he accidentally triggered the special ability of the green glowing ring. Now, he could instantly become invisible. Finally, it came to Little Red. Seeing his owner miss a shot and fall while trying to kick a soccer ball, he concentrated intensely. A streak of red lightning shot across the field, and the soccer ball zipped into the goal at incredible speed. The power of the ring on Little Red was super speed. After experiencing these strange events, the dogs scheduled an emergency meeting. Following a brief discussion, they realized they each possessed a unique superpower. At that moment, a robbery occurred nearby, and the thief was trying to flee. Little White immediately used his stretching ability, extending his body to trip the thief, who fell head over heels. This incident gave Little Red an idea. He proposed that they use their superpowers to serve as guardians of justice. The other dogs readily agreed, and the Super Wag team was born. Soon after, they heard a cry for help. A kitten was stranded high up in a tree. Little Blue bravely volunteered to act first. He rushed forward and knocked the tree down with a single powerful blow. Although the cat was rescued, the tree unfortunately fell directly onto an armored police car. Realizing they had caused massive damage, the dogs quickly ran away. Later that night, 2 thieves were attempting to rob a candy store. The dogs noticed the crime and swiftly entered the shop. When the 2 thieves saw that their intruders were just dogs, they were not afraid. Instead, they mocked and provoked the dogs. The dogs were thoroughly angered. Little Red, using his super speed, quickly wrapped a rope around one of the thieves. Before the thief could react, he was completely tied up. Next, Little Blue filled his mouth with candy pellets and then launched them at the other thief. Faced with this sudden, painful barrage of candy bullets, the second thief could not cope and immediately collapsed. The other teammates cheered. The standing thief realized that these were no ordinary dogs. He quickly cut the rope binding his companion and attempted to escape. Little White instantly activated his superpower, using an incredibly long, elastic leg to kick the thief to the ground. Before the 2 thieves could get up, Little Green activated his invisibility mode, stealthily grabbed the male thief's underpants, and threw them into the nearby water. Little Yellow seamlessly followed up, closing his eyes and using his telekinesis. He caused a metal bucket to float and then poured the hot soup inside all over the 2 thieves' heads. Little Yellow then used his power again, dumping a bucket of colored paint onto them. The mess and stickiness caused them extreme discomfort. Finally, Little Red sped in to untie the store owner. Seeing the 2 thieves successfully incapacitated, the Super Wag team quickly left the scene. Moments after the dogs departed, the police arrived at the crime scene. Sometime later, a fire broke out in a tall town building, trapping a little girl upstairs. Since the conditions inside the building were uncertain, Little Red first used his speed to scout the situation. After confirming the little girl's location, the locked door was broken down by Little Blue's super strength. They all entered the main hall, but the area was filled with thick smoke, making it impossible to locate the girl. Little Yellow attempted to use his telekinesis, and quickly, the dense smoke vanished. They successfully found the little girl hiding in a small closet. However, an accident then occurred. The burning wooden ceiling suddenly collapsed, trapping them inside the room. Even Little Yellow's telekinesis could not move the debris. Just when they were at a loss, a large, strong dog suddenly appeared, bursting through the wall. Under his guidance, The little girl was quickly and successfully rescued. It turned out that this large dog was the captain of the guard from the planet Ring. The Great Demon King had attacked their planet, and the captain had fled with the sacred artifact, the Spirit Ring. Along the way, his spaceship was hit by the Great Demon King, causing it to crash land on Earth. He had transformed into the appearance of a dog and was searching for the Spirit Rings. Having finally located them, he decided to train the Super WAG team to better use their superpowers to combat the imminent arrival of the Great Demon King. After several days of specialized training, the Super WAG team was finally able to utilize their superpowers to their fullest extent. Little White's body became more agile and flexible. Little Green could now not only make himself invisible but also help his teammates become invisible. Little Yellow could now, with a single thought, simultaneously make multiple large objects float using his mind. Meanwhile, the Great Demon King arrived on Earth. The first creature he saw after landing was a pig, which he mistakenly believed to be the planet's ruler. He immediately possessed the pig's body and proceeded to drive a human's car, though his driving skills were highly deficient. He caused numerous minor bumps and eventually a major traffic accident. The traffic police who arrived at the scene were astonished. They had never heard of a pig driving a car. They promptly arrested the pig locked in an iron cage. The Great Demon King finally realized that humans were the actual rulers of Earth. He possessed the police officer's body and returned to his spaceship. He then fired a light wave, summoning a meteor, intending to destroy the entire planet. The big dog immediately rushed to the scene. Since he did not possess a superpower, he could only dodge the laser beams, using his own speed to successfully tackle the Great Demon King. The big dog then leaped up, aiming for a decisive blow, but the Great Demon King countered, electrocuting him with a laser. Witnessing this, the Super WAG team knew they had to intervene. They worked together to form an energy shield, successfully deflecting the Great Demon King's attack back at him. Little White, utilizing his elastic power, then stepped forward, directly blocking the Great Demon King's lightning bolts. This protected the Super WAG team from harm. The increasingly enraged Great Demon King began controlling various weapons to attack the team, but Little Red swiftly blocked them all. Next, it was Little Yellow's turn. The Great Demon King tried to mimic his telekinesis power. Suddenly, white smoke emerged from both their noses, signaling the start of a mental power contest. After the struggle, the Great Demon King, sporting a large bump on his head, used his lightning to control cars, intending to crush the Super WAG team. Little Yellow immediately closed his eyes, using his telekinesis to fight the enemy's mental power. However, he was still unable to defeat the Great Demon King. Little Green then used his invisibility to help the Super WAG team escape. The team quickly fled into a house. However, the Great Demon King arrived outside and shattered the door with a bolt of lightning. The Super WAG team's owners, seeing the danger, reluctantly handed over the spirit rings to the Great Demon King. Concurrently, the meteor was only 3 minutes away from striking Earth. Upon receiving the spirit ring, the Great Demon King immediately restored his original form. He then boarded his spaceship and flew away. Once he reached outer space, the Great Demon King discovered that all the rings he had been given were fakes. Distracted by this realization, his spaceship collided with the meteor. Thus, the Great Demon King successfully destroyed himself. Tragically, the large extraterrestrial dog had died during the final battle. The Super WAG team was heartbroken. Fortunately, the spirit ring had a miraculous power. It could bring any living creature back to life. However, using it would cause the dogs to lose their own superpowers. After a moment of sadness, the Super WAG team decided to use the ring to revive the big dog. In the end, the dogs no longer had superpowers, but the Super WAG team continued to use their natural talents and teamwork to protect the safety of the town. Thank you for watching this story until the end. I hope you liked it. Make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you can watch more videos like this. Thank you for watching. Miss Roth says goodbye.